What's going on, YouTube? Yeah, man, we back in the road, man. I don't even know how much charge my phone got. Oh, we got 71%. We can do a little nice little live feed. You know what I mean? Hey, look, man. I know what they mean, right? For those who don't, you know what I mean? That double cup. Okay. Let's see. Let's move your hold. Give me 1 second. Get situated up in here. What I'm talking about. Yeah. See some people come up in here. I'm not that popular anymore, so. What's going on, Michael? Let's see. Come on, look at this. Yeah. Crack that jump right on open. Come on. Be nice to me. Bam. Man, I'm definitely flatbed, excuse me. Owner Rockers in the future, man. But we're gonna talk about that. Give me 1 second to get situated. What I'm talking about. Woo! This is that this live feed is sponsored by Ciroc Summer Colada. Because in the summer, sometimes we do Ciroc. I don't know, it's corny. Woo! Can't go too hard. I gotta chase it, man. You know, it's a work day. Feels a weekend, I might not chase it. Because Ciroc is smooth enough to you can drink that joint straight. But this is the perfect thing to chase it with. This summer colada. Because it got coconuts and pineapples already in it. Yeah, baby. That's good right there. Okay. Ice is a chaser. Like I say, man, you can't go that hard on a weekday, man. On a work night, man, they already random in me. You know what I'm saying? Breathalyzer. So I can't go too hard. Let's see. Bathrobe and bottle talk. Good name for ranches. I know, right? Perfect name. What this gonna say? What's your thoughts on Party Hard? To be honest, I don't have no thoughts on Party Hard because I don't think about Party Hard. I don't really, you know, pay attention to the man. I don't understand. Is there anything in particular that has happened with him? I did my little, reply to the Lin Wood character. I know they had went back and forth, and I watch, but I keep my distance from that stuff, man. I said my piece, and I backed up out of that, man. Ain't nobody got time for that, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. To each his own. I done heard some shit that didn't happen. Lawyers then got involved, and whatever legal situation. I ain't got the time, no energy for that stuff, man. I wish both parties the best. And yeah. So that's my thoughts on that. Ain't please. I don't need to see the thing about me making those videos and the replies that I made to them people. I don't need that on a consistent basis to put out decent content. At least I don't believe I do. You know what I mean? I believe that I can build subscribers and viewership off of my own content, just me and my situation. You know what I mean? But when my name is spoke on, and it was, then I'll address it. If it brings more views, cool. But I'm able to do my own content to keep my own specific type of subscriber. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm not gonna build a channel for talking about another man. That's just not something I'm interested in doing. What's going on, Malcolm? Come back to OTR. Now I'll never go back to OTR, man. I'll never go back. Well, then again, what's the definition of OTR? How long would you say someone has to stay out for it to be considered OTR? Because my thought, when I think of OTR, I think of I think 4 weeks out is what I think of OTR. Yeah, I think of 4 weeks out. I'll never do that again. Vodka and pineapple sounds. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a nice, smooth drink. Mellow out. You ain't gotta go hard with it. Ain't like no Henny or no Crown Apple when you go hard with it. Just some smooth, light, just to ease out the rest of the day. You know what I mean? Let me see what time it is. What time is it? Okay, so good. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. Let me read some more comments. OTRJ was uploading like 20 times a week. I will say this, Michael. I'm definitely going to do better in uploading. I know I realized here recently I went like 4 days without uploading, and my man D-Raj actually got on me about that. But I am gonna do better on uploading more. You know what I'm saying? Just putting out different things. So I do a video a day. But yeah, OTRJ was whoo. I mean, at one point I was putting out 6 videos a day. But you know, OTR it was. But see, you got to realize too, from that perspective, I was a rookie, experiencing a lot of things for the first time. So it was content was everywhere. Content was falling out of the sky. Now that I'm a little bit more seasoned, things that I would have made a video about as a rookie, I really won't make a video about as a veteran because it really ain't too much to talk about in my opinion. So you must be off tomorrow. No, I'm not off tomorrow, but tomorrow is my last day of the week. I'm taking a 3-day weekend, and me and the old lady and my son, we're gonna go find some things to do. We're supposed to be going to Georgia, but that got canceled on us. So we're gonna probably go hit up this Universal Circus. Probably hit up Ocean Breeze, Motor World, go out to the ocean front, probably get a room and just chill, man. A little miniature vacation, slight stuff. Ain't nothing spectacular, just a little mini local guy vacation, you know what I'm talking about? But what's going on, Ed? Yeah, 4 weeks. What's going on, George? You make good videos. Drama is funny at times, but won't last. When you just speaking your thoughts on your situation and think that, yeah, absolutely. I believe that as well. I believe that when you are a genuine person and you are a people person, which I believe I am, content is easy. It really is, because I can be long-winded. You know, I can talk to you 15 minutes about nothing and keep you interested. You know what I mean? So that's why I think my YouTube, this is my second YouTube channel. You know, my first YouTube channel, I think I had got it up to like 5,000 subscribers. And I believe that had I not deleted it when I deleted it, which was almost around this time last year, who knows where I could have been. I probably could have been 10,000, 15,000, who knows. You know, I don't try to think about it too much, but I'm at my little 25 now, keep growing, my steady pace, and I'm cool with that. Let's see, let's see, what's good, what's going on, Jersey Hitter? Mook Gotti, I am sipping on some Ciroc Summer Colada with a Doyle pineapple juice chaser. Something slight, nothing too crazy. Nice little chill drink, you know what I mean, in the road. You know what I'm talking about? Are you trying to lease or own truck up front? Because I just find it crazy why people would spend $50,000 on a truck before owning a house first with no mortgage. I don't really know what I'm trying to do right now. Right now, I'm trying to stay focused on paying off my debt, my personal debt. And I'm just researching at this point. I do know that I do want to be an owner-operator again, but I do realize that I'm not ready for it right now. Nor do I think I'll be ready in the near future. But I am just talking to different owner-operators, talking to different fleet owners, and just seeing what's out there. You know, doing what you're supposed to do before you make any type of leap of that magnitude. You know, do thorough research. You know, when I make a move, it's not going to be a spur-of-the-moment move. It's not going to be a move that's, oh, I thought about it last week, so I'm doing it now. It's going to be a move that, you know, half a year to a year process of getting to that point. I believe doing that gives me the best chance to be successful. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't foresee me leasing through. I don't foresee me leasing a truck from the same company I'm going to pull for. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but I just do not foresee me doing that. I will say that. I definitely think that I'm going to, where I get my truck from would not be the same place that I haul the freight from. Those would be two separate entities, you know. Again, not knocking those who do that, but I'm cool with that. Let's see. You work 9 to 5, or how are the hours like? Right now, my schedule is more so 7 to 4, 7 to 4:30. But some days, I mean, really, technically, the shift is supposed to be 6 to 6, but when you haul ash, really, your schedule is like 7 to 4:30. But if he needs me to stay late, to get extra loads, uh, extra money, I wouldn't mind staying to 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6:30. Because then I can make, instead of making 280 a day, I can make 320, or even as much as one guy made 9 loads in a day, which I want to say that was 360 in a day, which is pretty good in my opinion. Let's see. I'm trying to go through y'all booming there, y'all hitting them, so I'm trying to get them out. Have you got any of your friends to think about getting their CDL, or are they stuck in their ways? I definitely would love to have more of my friends, preferably two. Really, no, that's just a lot. Like I got my little brother, which he's 22 and knows it all, so you know how that goes. But I really wish he would get out here. My homeboy Wayne, he's a driver. He's a yard driver, for Walmart. But with Walmart, you don't have to have your CDL. But I definitely wish he would come out here, because I think he would, because with his work ethic, he'd make a fuckload of money. My homeboy Sean, I wish he would do it, because he ain't really doing nothing else. No disrespect, but it's the truth. I think it gives his life a little bit of purpose, which that's what some of us needs at time. But and I had a homeboy, Will, who I knew from high school. He was driving. I trained him at Swift, but I recently found out that he's not even driving anymore. That kind of sucks. I need to touch base with him to find out why not. And also, I had my cousin. My cousin was at Swift, and he unfortunately is no longer driving as well. So I definitely do wish that more people because I mean, you got some families out here where it's like the dad, the uncle, the son, the nephew. It's like 5 people in the immediate family that drive trucks. Families be loaded, man. Loaded. Those are the families that get those special routes that the average driver can't get. You are right about local job. I go 1 a.m. to 1 p.m., come home, eat, shower, go to bed. It's like you stay working. Yeah, absolutely, man. Today, like, for example, today, I feel like I'm kind of, got home at a decent time. Probably going to be on here with y'all for a while, chilling, sipping a little bit. After I get off here with y'all, I might go eat, maybe play a game of Madden, and just relax and go to sleep, But some days, I wouldn't have the time to do this type of live feed and just sit here and chill. I just wouldn't. So, but you got to take the good with the bad, man. You absolutely have to take the good with the bad. I can't sit here and complain about, like, if I was an OTR driver, I would be complaining about not being home. Now that I'm home, I can't complain about not being, home the way I want. You got to take it the way you can get it until you can set your own situation up the way you want it. You got to, give and take. Until I get to a situation that is perfect for me, that like as an owner operator, right now I got to, do what I can with what I have, and be grateful. Let's see. That's what's up, family time. Yes, Jay, can't find a good paying local, thinking about going regional, out 5 days, home for 2 thoughts. Hey, if that's what works for you, man. If that's what works for you. If you really want to go local, I suggest keep looking. How many years experience do you have? Is my first question. But if you really want to do something, man, you're going to put every effort into finding a gig that fits you. It's with a CDL, man, there's no reason you should be out here doing anything that you don't want to do unless you're doing it to get to where you want to be. Let's see. What's up, Skinny Wild? I seen that video you did. That was crazy. I really enjoy listening to you on my birthday. You give real good information. Do you follow Gary Vee? I don't follow him like thoroughly, but I have heard some of his interviews, and then I think some of the things that he talk about is dope. What's wrong? Okay. Let's see. I am 10 months in being OTR, trying to go local with Red Classic when I get my year in. Well, you only got 2 months left, man. You only got 2 months left, so hold on strong. Don't hit nothing. Don't get no tickets, and then when you hit that year, get the fuck up out of there. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I want to. Sorry, that was the wife. What's up, TJ? What it do, baby boo? Huh? Oh, you must know him. What up? What up, Nick? Aaron. Let's see. If you don't run all 48 for OTR, is that fully OTR? See, man. Here's the thing. I don't really. In trucking, we have fallen in love with titles. You understand? Like, I don't understand why in trucking we have fallen so in love. Oh, you're local, you're regional. Who cares what it's called? As long as you're doing what you want to do, who cares? Who cares? You know what I'm saying? If you are out for 3.5 days and then home for 3.5 days, or if you're out for 3.5 months, I don't care what the title, as long as you're happy, if that's what you want to do, or if that's what you got to do to get to where you want to be, who cares what the title of it is? Like, let's just be 100, if I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get so caught up in titles. Oh, he regional, he local, he OTR. Is your money right? Is your family happy? Are you happy? Then who the fuck cares? In my opinion. You know what I mean? If you are a single man and you don't have any family or kids, why not buy a truck, focus on getting money instead of buying an empty house? Man, if I was single with no kids, local, OTR, regional, it wouldn't even matter. I had so much money in the bank, it wouldn't make no goddamn sense. What you talking about? I wouldn't buy nothing. What I need a house for? Who gonna be in it? Man, if you don't go get a condo and rent that joint out and stack up, what you talking about? Buying a house. I mean, only reason I would buy a house single with no kids if I'm investing in a house and I'm trying to flip it. You know what I'm talking about? Or trying to get some additional residual income. But besides that, man, you better take advantage before you pop two of them out. And then you got two other human beings to be responsible for. Not there's anything wrong with that, but then that's more money that you can't put towards, you know what I'm saying, what you want to do as far as business-wise. Y'all pumping these joints out. Man, I got to wake up at 2:30 a.m. and drive 45 miles to my local job. Yeah, Deron, man. Hold strong, man. Only thing I can say with you, man, is, your experience is getting up there. Hopefully a better schedule opens up, or, you move up where you at or something. But that's tough. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I could do that, dog. You a good one. Your company have any West Coast branches? I believe so. MBI is the biggest trash hauling truck company in the nation, so I would very much believe that they have some branches over on the West Coast. I would just look them up and see. What's going on, Frank? Understandable, just saying, because I stacked about 50K so far being company, but my vision is owning a home first. I hear people on here dropping that kind of money on trucks. Man, you got 50K and you trying to put that on a house? Let me explain it to you like this, dog. And I may be incorrect, so correct me if I'm incorrect. If you got $50,000, right, you probably can go, I mean, you can do one of two things, one of a couple things. Okay? You will go live when I'm live. Anyways, you could either go buy a truck cash for like 25K or 30K and put like 10K in the maintenance account, and that way you making $5,000-$6,000. Or you can get multiple trucks with truck payment. I mean, like the way it was so funny because Woody put a post out a little while back, and he was talking about he was buying a house, or you know what I'm saying, whatever with a house, and he was saying that the money that he had put into his house, he could have had 2 additional trucks, and those 2 trucks would have been making him profit, whereas the house was costing him money. So I'm not saying, hey, do what you want. It's your 50K. You know what I mean? I can't tell you what to do with your money, but if it was me and I had 50K, man, I go rent a nice condo for the family, or a nice, situation for the family. Take that 50K, and I'm going to get some trucks, or I'm going to invest in something that's going to turn my 50K into 250 or 300. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go and buy something that's going to lose. Now my 50K is going to become 20K because you know what I mean? That's just my opinion, but I may be wrong. Whatever. What is yours? Have you ever had someone at 24? I can't believe they had this. I'm being honest with you, man. I have no idea what my CSA score is. I don't know how it works. I've never really, it's never really been brought up to me by any companies. I've never dealt with it. I've never been in a meeting about it. So if I'm being 100% honest with you, it may be ignorant of me to say this with 2.5 years experience, but I don't really know. I've never dealt with them. No company's ever asked me about it. I guess mine is good, because many jobs I done had, I guess my shit decent, you know what I mean? No, CSA score, I think that's the company. Yeah, no, matter of fact, I do know. I think the CSA score, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, CSA score is the company safety score, more or less. So the better the score, the better freight that they can get, I believe. Or the less that, what I'm saying, like, the lower it is, the worse it is, the more you get pulled into the scale house. And then the better it is, the less, like, I don't know, man. I'm guessing at this point. I don't want to guess. I don't know. Let's see. 12 years experience, word, man. You putting it down for the big dudes out here. We going hard working. Yes, sir. What video you talking about? Yeah, that video, man. Hey, man, it was funny. Ain't nobody gonna say I'm in it. It's a funny video. You know what I mean? Niggas can't get mad at me because I say shit funny because they being talked about. I don't give a fuck. Won't nobody saying shit when niggas was going at me and niggas was in the comments laughing. Niggas better get out their feelings, give a fuck, because niggas getting them style. Okay, that's a little bit talking. I apologize. Anyways, I asked because I only run Central and Eastern time. Company ain't tell me to orientation. What's up? What's going on, Josh? I get no sleep at my local job. Know what y'all getting into before you come local. You might be. Are you running legally? If you running legally, then you gotta be getting some type of sleep. But if you doing like I was doing in the port before E-laws came in effect, yeah, you get like 2 hours sleep a night. I don't feel OTR running the same. You don't feel OTR running the same 13 to 16 states. Well, whatever you feel like you are, as long as the check clear, you know what I mean? Hey Jay, how's your BP stuff? All good. I got a physical last month. Good for 2 years now. I haven't checked it, but I would imagine it's good because of the things that I've been eating. I've eaten more fruit and drunk more water, man. I swear. I gotta include the exercise now. If I can include the exercise with the fruit, because like when I go to work, strawberries, grapes, cantaloupe. And that's from 7 till I get home at 5, 6 o'clock, and then I'll eat whatever the wife cooked. Drinking water all day. Now I will say occasionally I'll mess up and I'll go stop by the 7-Eleven, might go get some nachos or something. But that's not as frequently as it used to be. So, but I do believe, I really do think, man, once I start adding some workout regimens and getting to the gym on a consistent basis, I really think that I can make some progress, man. For real. I want it to be when my next DOT physical come. Like I ain't sweating it. I ain't worried about it. Go in, get it done, go. How does why you juke? The housing says good. Okay. What's going on, man? Just don't put large chunk of change into a vehicle that depreciates. I just can't put in a large chunk of change into a vehicle that appreciates. Hold on now. What vehicle is depreciating? The only vehicle that depreciates is a personal vehicle, meaning a car. But if you're talking about a truck is going to double your money, if not triple. What are you talking about? I'm misunderstanding. If you buy a truck, or if you put a down payment on a truck and you have a truck payment, so let's say you put $20,000 down. Ain't nobody putting $20,000 down. But if you put down $20,000, you're going to make that shit back in like 2 months. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get your money back. I'm misunderstanding. You got to explain that one to me. I'm not understanding that. It's an investment. That truck is an asset, not a liability. That house is a liability. Because anything can go wrong with that house, and that house is, if it's a house that you're living in, it's not making you any money. It's just continuously costing you money. So I'm having a hard time understanding what you mean by that, depreciate. If anything, like I said, that house is going to depreciate way before that truck. you'll probably dish out $20,000 in the course of 3 years in that house. You know, knock on wood. I ain't speaking that on your future house. I'm just saying, for example purposes, you can get a house and spend $20,000 over the course of 3 years, and you get a truck in those 3 years. You didn't fucking made $150,000 take home, at least. That's only $50,000. And I only say $50,000 a year because if you're a smart businessman, you're not putting every dollar you make off that truck in your pocket. You're putting it back into the truck and into the business to get more trucks and expand the business. So you're only paying yourself $50,000, which means you don't get taxed as much. So I don't understand, I don't understand that one. You guys explain that to me. They thought I had protein and blood in my urine, but it was negative. Yeah, they said something to me about that as well. About a little bit of protein in my urine. But my family, on my mom's side, has a history of kidney disease. So hopefully that's nothing. But we stand watching that. Man, I was local. Only thing I didn't like is local work. It seemed like the equipment is trash, and on a slow day, it really hurts your weekly money. It depends. The equipment that we have at NBI definitely has its times where it just takes a dump and just is garbage. But for the most part, it runs. You know what I'm saying? And if you have a bad, but you got to understand. You said if you had a bad day, it messes up your week. You act like you don't have bad weeks. OTR regional. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, as long as that goes to money management, in my opinion. Because if you live in paycheck to paycheck, then you're going to hurt either way. Whether you OTR and you go on home time, your check going to be less, so you break down. Or if you local and you have a harder, if you have a bad day or 2 bad days, then it messes. That's money management, though. In my opinion, it has nothing to do with local OTR. Let's see. You make bank, yeah. You make bank, definitely make bank with a truck. What are the hours you work at NBI? I work Monday through Friday, from 7 a.m. to 9, about 4:30, and I work every other Saturday, same hours. You ever watch Trucker Scooby Doo? Old Head Drop Gems? No, I don't watch them. I need to check them out. Do you work harder doing local work? I would say so. Yes, absolutely. Because here's the thing, when you're local, the number one objective every day is to go home. So when you are local, in your mind, you're trying to move at a faster pace because you're trying to get off to go home. OTR is just like, I'm chilling, I'm driving. It is what it is. Local is more stops. It's like local is everything you do OTR, just more consistently. Not consistently, more frequently. You're going to have more stops. You have to fuel more. You have to do more stuff. It's just more continuous. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you're doing food service, you're going to work like a slave. You're going to work like a slave. If you're doing food service. If you're touching boxes, please, you forget it. Local is harder, point blank. Yeah. I could say that. I'll agree to that. And thanks to all the motivation videos you put out, I got my CDL. Congrats to you, 305. Come to Old Dominion. I'm cool, man. I really would like, even though I've said this before, I think it was on my old channel though, but I really would like NBI to be my last company that I work for. I really would. I'm not saying that it will be because you don't know what the future has in store for you, but I would really like NBI to be my last trucking company that I work for before I work for myself again. So, God willing, that's how it'll play out. But if it doesn't, then it is what it is. Let's go. But local, you sleep in your own bed at the end of the day. Absolutely. Hey, you see me. You see what I got on. You see what I'm sipping on. I'm there babysitting. Give me 1 second. Them guys be taking like the smoke break and the vape break. I gotta take a drink break. All right. So, hey Jay, how was your experience with CRST? They got me my CDL. That's the nicest way I can put it. They got me my CDL. And that's what I went there for. Off to go home. You're on point with that, Jay. Yeah. That's the main thing, man. And it actually causes you to stress more. And I've definitely experienced that, man. You may think you're on your last load and your boss will ask you to do one more load, and you'll flip out because it's like you mentally you're just ready to go home. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. Food service worker here. What's going on? You was big. No shit. Um, Advice for a felon looking to get into trucking. I would recommend watching Party Hard, the trucker. He has great advice for felons. But I will tell you, don't give up because there are companies out there who hire felons. They absolutely are. But I would recommend you to his channel because that's something that he knows in great detail about. I mean, he was a felon and he owns his own truck now, or leasing, whatever. You know, he's a lease out owner op making good money. So I would definitely recommend you to go check out his channel to get that information. I wouldn't be able to give you specific information. I could just tell you that you definitely can find success as a felon. How many days you get off? Every other weekend, it's 2 days the weekend, and then that weekend I work is like pretty much like a day and a half. So, but we can schedule days off. So, like for example, this weekend I have off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So that's housing for the most part never appreciate. That's why people flip them. I guess I would rather throw the money I work for the house than after that if I want. Huh? How much does a trucker such as yourself earn, and is it a wage or a salary? Man, that's such a loaded question, man. It's just so many different types of salaries and wages in trucking. I make gross. I average $1,500 to $1,800 a week. The truck driver parked next to me may make $800 a week gross, or $1,000 a week gross, and take home $800. So it just depends, man. There's so many things that goes into that experience. What are you hauling? What type of endorsements do you have? Are you touching boxes? Are you pulling doubles? It's so much that goes into that. I could tell you how much I make, but I couldn't tell you, anybody else's situation or whatnot. Been watching you from the beginning. I appreciate that. Then go for the truck on credit. Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with that. I feel like this is where I'm at with it. No matter how you do it, and this is where a lot of people disagree on YouTube, but this is how I feel. No matter how you do it, whether it's credit, whether it's cash, whether it's a lease, whatever, as long as you get a truck, you're going to make money. You may not make as much as this guy that leased it, or this guy that paid cash, or this guy that did credit, or this guy that went to dealership, but you're going to make money. I promise you. You're going to make money if you know what you're doing and you know what you're getting yourself into. So all these different techniques that people got out of here, oh, well, I went to the dealership, or I was born into a truck, or I leased, I did this, I did that. All of them successful in their own way. They all making money. Because if nobody wasn't making money doing it, people wouldn't do it. My opinion. Why would somebody stay doing something for multiple years? Hell, if I ain't making money after 3-4 weeks, I'm ready to hop out the truck. Y'all know this. Y'all know how I do. I don't stick around for no bullshit if I don't got to. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's not leading to something else. So people wouldn't be doing these different things. Like I hear people talk about quality lease. I hear people talk about riders, full maintenance lease. I heard people talk about Bulldog and Arrow and Lone Mountain and all these mega carriers, man. It's just everybody has found their own lane. So you just got to find your lane, figure out what works best for you and your situation, and make it work, man. The money is there, though, man. This is a damn near $1 trillion industry, man. The money is there. I guarantee it. PTL hires fellas. There you go. What's going on, Mafia? Talk to my friend again. Her see after showing her my settlements. Yeah, that'll convince him real quick. CRSC, how long can you Expect this. Okay, I never. Okay, with CRST, I went through the school and then I was done. I went home for personal reasons and I never came back. So I couldn't tell you how much they make. That I wouldn't be able to tell you. From what I've heard, but then again, you can't never go off what you heard. But what I've heard, not a lot. But, I couldn't accurately answer that question. Yeah, money and trucking. But yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Which is why I don't understand why there's a trucker shortage. Which is why I don't understand now. Hold on, let me take a quick drink. Yo, if I get random next week, I'm never doing a live feed again with liquor. I guarantee you that. I might drink before or after, but it's all good. What's going on, Soul Alchemy? But yeah, man, I forgot what I originally. Oh yeah, I remember what I originally wanted to come here and talk about. So like where I'm at now, man, I'm basically like I made the video earlier, or uploaded early, anyways. And like I said, I definitely want to be an owner operator. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to mess it up, man. I don't. And you know, I actually recently, like in the last couple of days to the last week, I found myself downplaying my situation and downplaying what's that here? Downplaying, what I was doing because I just started talking to guys and it's just so hard, man. That's the thing about trucking. It's so many successful truckers out here. If you just start talking to them, man, they tell you how much they making and this and that. It's just like, damn, man. It's just like you look at what you doing, and you look at what you doing, and you just like, you know what I mean? You ain't doing nothing, and that's kind of what I was feeling like. So I kind of was beating myself up, going to work, really upset, not wanting to work. Like, why am I here? But what I had to realize is just patience, man. All due time. Everything will happen in due time, man. I don't have a bad situation. I really don't. And I'm not going to make the mistake of mentally quitting this job and rushing into a situation and ruining both situations. Ruining the job I leave, which would be this one, and then ruining the next situation, getting the truck and going too soon and fucking up. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at right now. I'm stacking my money and paying off my debt. That's a big deal to me because paying off debt. What the fuck? Praise God. Mark Zuckerberg lost 123 million. Facebook. What the hell kind of shit is that? Give me 1 second. Gotta check lugs if you want on a rock, dog. That's a fact. We don't know how long we have or when is our time, but when it's our time, I just want to leave my kid a house for him paid off riding the money because that comes and goes. Yeah, I can understand that. I don't want to leave my son an application. You know what I mean? Like, I look at my family, and I have some great men in my family. My uncles, my granddad, great hardworking men. But when I look at what they have left for their kids, yeah, I can get you a job where I worked the last 20 years, but that's it. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I just want better for my son. You know what I mean? I don't want to leave my son an application or referral. You know what I mean? I want to leave him something that he can call his own, which is why I really, want to do the owner op thing and also other businesses. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm just not ready, man. Like I just. Do I think that I could run a truck right now? Absolutely. I do. I believe I'm experienced enough. I think that I know what to look for, what to do for the most part. Am I perfect? No. But do I think just because it's a saying, just because you can don't mean you should. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what a lot of people run into in trucking, that just because they can, they just go out there and do it. And make me a mod. What is a mod? Just because they can, they go out there and do it, and they go out there before they ready. and it messes them up, man. It messes them up. So I'm just not trying to fall into that, man. I'm definitely not trying to. I don't want to be the YouTuber who just has horror stories or have war stories. Oh, when I did this or when I did that. Because there's a lot of them out there, man. Some of y'all favorite YouTubers, all you have just seen them doing is trial by fire. They've gone into situations that they weren't prepared for. Uh, they have, you know, haven't done a ton of research. They're out there winging it. And I'm just not trying to do that, man. I got a family I'm trying to take care of. And I just feel like to do it the way that I'm doing it, the slow and steady route, paying off my debt. I think paying off my debt alone will take so much pressure off of whatever I do business-wise. You know what I'm saying? Because if I pay off my debt, and if I put, let's say, just 4 months of emergency funds aside, which is, part of Dave Ramsey plan, you know how much pressure that relieves? You know what I'm saying? Like, if my truck break down, now I'm not thinking about the personal bills. And, you know what I'm saying? When I was leasing with Swift, man, I was, like, spending all that money because I hadn't put money aside. So if anything would have went wrong, I would have been screwed. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you see a lot of guys who prefer newer trucks because they can't afford for their truck to break down. You know what I'm saying? Really, a lot of guys you see with the older trucks, I promise you they got about 10 bands waiting for something to break on that truck on top of a warranty. Plus, they got money aside for the personal. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like the excuse that I would make, what I try to make is like, oh man, I came from nothing, so I'm just trying to hurry up and get there, which is dumb because it's like just because you come from nothing doesn't mean you have to rush to get to where you're trying to be. You know what I'm saying? Like you just don't go from, sitting on the bench to Hall of Fame quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You got to put in your time. You're right, big dog. He's right. We got to start thinking wealth and savings for our family instead of just getting by. Facts. What's going on, Big Mike? Facts. What's wrong? Where's it at? Right here. There you go. My little man. But yeah, that just getting by. Man, let me tell you what I hate. Oh, let me put this disclaimer out there. And I mean no disrespect to anybody when I say this, because I see it all the time up and down my Facebook live feed. My Facebook feed. Liquor. Whenever you say stuff like, oh, this is okay, it is what it is, stuff like that, you're unhappy because you know that there's better and you're just settling. And again, like I said, if you're just somewhere temporarily with a plan, then okay, understandable. But if you're just existing, man, you know how many people out here just existing? I'm talking about just don't know what they gonna do an hour from now, let alone 5 years from now. They just exist. I'm not trying to be existing. If I was just existing, which I was, that's when you come into stuff like you can't keep a consistent job. You can't stay on course with a plan long term. You can't, your relationships are so, up and down because you're existing. You don't have a plan. You don't have anything to stand by. You're just going off of. You going whatever the wind blow. And that's, I think, what you guys have saw from me over the last couple of years, man. And I think finally I'm not all the way there, but I do think that I'm starting to get a little bit more consistent and stable with what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to keep that momentum going with that and hoping that carries over into whatever business I choose or whatever business partnership I may go into. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times with our money and our finances, it's behavioral. That we have the money. We have everything we need. Like some people, right? Somebody on this live feed right now who thinks that they need more money to do what they want to do or live the way they want to live, when really you just need to manage the money that you have already better, and you'll be just fine. I'm almost done paying off all my active debt, and I've cleared up $700 monthly. That's going back into my pocket. $700. So that's $700 that was just in the wind. Paying on shit that furniture and just payment plans, and making turning wants into bills. You know what I mean? Like, let me see. I have a big question. I'm going to be in my third month of CRST on the 30th. I found a better paying job, and I'm not sure if I should leave my contract. Do you think it will affect my future? I recommend that you leave, but they will put it on your credit if you don't pay them back. So I recommend leaving and putting and getting a payment plan with them. I think that you'll make more money to leave, make more money, and set up a payment plan than you would just staying there over the period of the whole contract. That's my opinion, but someone may tell you different. And you said better home time, so. Is there a lot of overtime local, bro? It depends on what field you in. LTL, there's a fuckload of overtime. It's fuckload. Like what I do is volume based. So this month it may be jumping. Next month it may be average. Month after that it may be to a crawl. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man. So that's where I'm at with it, man. I'm just patience. That's the big word. Patience. Waiting my time. You know what I mean? And it's so funny. Somebody said something to me like a while back, and I don't think I fully understood it. And I'm still trying to understand it now. But it was like you stepping over $1 to pick up I think you should pick up a penny or pick up a dime. Stepping over $1 to pick up a dime. And what I think it means is that we be so in a rush to make this money or to do this that we're really if we would have been more patient, we'd have found a better situation. It would have been easier versus we rushing to do it, so we're not gonna get the full potential of what we're trying to do. So translation, we're not gonna make as much money as we would have made if we would have took our time because we rushed into it. I don't know, maybe that's the completely wrong definition of what that meant, but I'm still trying to figure it out, so bear with me. $1,000 is a lot for most, not for me though. Let me tell you something, man. Let's see. Food service, you get over 20 hours overtime a week. Yeah, I'm gonna look at you when I take home between 1,000 and 12 every week after taxes. So you and I got a lot in common as far as the job. Yeah, 1,000 a week ain't enough. That's how I stacked up money. Yeah, company driver, stacked up 50K, being company 2 more years, get my home, and think about saving for a truck after, but I'll take that 1K. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. And a lot of people probably won't agree with this. I said this on my Facebook earlier. I believe $100,000 a year isn't a lot of money. I do. And that's not saying that if you make $100,000, that you ain't doing shit. I'm just saying if you look big picture. Because so often when we think about our salaries, we just think about a yearly basis. We're not thinking about over the course of 5 years, 10 years. You know what I mean? And the way I look at it is, at the beginning of the 5-year period, if you're making $75,000 and you're single, oh man, that's a lot of money. I'm about to live it up. I'm taking home about 50. But at the end of that 5-year period, now you're maybe over, because of the raises, you're making 80, but now you got a wife and 3 kids. Don't stretch as far to do it. Your wife don't work. Or let's say your wife adds another $20,000. So that's $100,000 now. I guarantee you that $100,000 is not going to feel like a lot of money. And I don't know about y'all, but I know for me growing up, it's just so crazy because $100,000 always just seemed like so much money to me. Maybe because, growing up, I just saw people making $40,000, $50,000, and things to that nature, $60,000. So I just thought six figures was, I honestly, at one point in my life, I thought 6 figures was rich. Yeah, I ain't touching no boxes at Cisco. Cisco is getting that bread though. What's going on with Trucker Sean? So, you know, $100,000, man, it just depends, man. Because $100,000 in Georgia is different from $100,000 in New York. $100,000 in Idaho is a lot different than $100,000 in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get to a point where if I want to move to LA, Houston, Miami, Utah, Washington, wherever, my income is more than enough. You know what I'm saying? And as well as, I don't feel like $100,000 is enough money to change the culture in my family like I want to change it. Like, I'm trying to change the whole paycheck to paycheck mindset of my family. I'm trying to change the whole borrowing game that we do in my family. I know I said Utah, that's crazy, right? But like, you know what I mean? So I just don't feel like $100,000 is enough to do that, which is why I'm striving to make more. Now, if you get to 100,000, hey man, you got an opportunity to do some damage and keep going, but just don't settle. Don't get complacent, is all I'm saying. Because hell, a year and a half ago, I was telling y'all 60,000 is where I was trying to be, and I didn't pass that and then some. Hell, next year I probably could double that. So just don't, if anything else, is just don't put limits on what you're trying to do. I understand if you're trying to live a simple life, if you're just trying to, you know, oh, I'm good, I'm just moseying on along, hey man, then hey, kudos to you. But for those who are trying to change some things up from the way things are ran around you with your family, you see how your family are, and you don't want to live like that, don't put no cap on your money. Don't put no cap on your money. Don't put no cap on your goals. Yeah, I read your comment. $100K a year after you own your own home or assets is enough. Yeah, but you gotta think. But see, okay, so think about what you said, but think about how you get to that point. Because I mean, once you get to, you own houses and you have, you know, this here, this here, this there. Hell, you can make 30,000 probably be okay because you ain't got nothing to pay for. But getting to that point is what I'm talking about. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to be 70 and finally being able to, you know, live that type of life. I don't want to be 65 and doing that shit. And if you, honestly, if you making less than 100K, it's probably going to take you that amount of time to get there. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. But I'm still learning. Josh, he said that he was agreeing with me when I said that sometimes as a local driver, it doesn't really feel like you're home because as soon as you walk in the house, it feels like you got to walk back out to go to work. Sometimes as a local driver, it feels like there's not enough hours in the day, especially if you work on one of them jobs where you're working 12, 14-hour shifts. You know what I mean? So it's like you get off, after you drive home, fight through traffic, get home, take a shower, eat, and sit for like 2 hours. It's like almost like getting up and going back to work. That's why I'm buying a truck. I'll be looking for a driver soon because it's $97,000. It's not, man, in my opinion. What's going on, Robert? Can you make money going local, owner op, lease local? Depends on the situation, man. There's so many lanes in trucking. You can make money so many different ways in trucking. I can't see why not. Hell, I mean, I'm over here by the port. There's guys that get paid off trucks. Don't drive out of a 100-mile radius, making good money. What you gonna haul? That's why you find more than one income. Absolutely, Ron. I believe they say the average millionaire has 7 different streams of revenue. At least I believe that's what it is. What's going on, Reggie? Gotta think like a millionaire. Nothing is never enough. Just keep climbing. That's a fact. Yo, you know how much money? Like, it's a lot of millionaires in this nation. It's a lot. You know how much money you have to make on a monthly basis? I don't know. I think it's like I want to say like $86,000, $87,000 a month. And we talking about $100,000 a year. You got some people who will say, in the bigger scheme, $1 million a year ain't a lot of money. And that's I think I did if you do $100,000 times 12 months, that's 1.2. 1.2 million. So you think about, I'm not now, am I saying that, let's try to strive to be $15 million? I mean, hey, that would be nice, but, it's about 45, I can have 3 mil. That's, you know what I mean? It's not impossible. But I think that goes to why I'm being patient now. Because I'm being patient now because I feel like once I'm debt free and I have nothing that can come and hurt me, once I start the business, it'll boom. You know what I'm saying? Because if anything happens, I got stuff to fall on. I feel like with trucking, if done correctly, trucking can take you, man. I'm telling you, dog. It could take you to places, and this is entry level. So trucking, you can start off growing a business in trucking. Now you done got a real estate, you done got a niche, you done got a that, you done got a niche. Man, you look at people like Tiffany, LaShawn, Woody, Ghost, SoCal. These guys and gals that been in trucking as long as they been, and the money. You see the trips they taking, man. Yeah, love for No Limit Trucking. Appreciate that. Keep working hard, bro. Your heart is always in the right place, and I feel that will never lead you down the wrong path. I appreciate that, Elroy. How much you drank out that Ciroc already? I told you I'm taking it slow. I ain't even finished the first cup. You know what I mean? I ain't no alcoholic. I may drink the rest of this cup and maybe another half a cup. That's all I need, man. Just something to mellow out. The way I used to be, hey, we'd have been in, you know what I mean? But, we're just chilling. A little bit more of a mature drinker now. Yeah, Trucker Sean, that's for real. Man, you burnt out. Burnt out? What is you talking about, dog? We just getting started. Burnt out? Burnt out from what? You gonna explain this one, dog? Burnt out. Burnt out. Dog, you understand I'm 27 years old? God willing, I got another 30, 40 years of life? Burnt out? Did you not hear nothing I just fucking said? Man, you gotta be trolling. You gotta be trolling, my dude. Burnt out. Come on, man. The 55-year-old nigga sitting in the Warner orientation is burnt the fuck out from whatever regular job he was working the first 54 years of his life. The fuck is you talking about? Burnt out. You got jokes. That's funny. Y'all subscribe to his channel for that shit. He must be a comedian. Burnt out. Nigga, you crazy. I'm making the most money I've ever made in my life after only 2 years in this industry, and I'm burnt out. Dog, please. Wait to 5 years, 10 years. Mentally, as far as the BS, I'm still not understanding. I'm still not understanding. As far as the BS. What BS? Being a mina isn't making women, it's having assets, income that equal up to it. Yeah, for sure. But I was just using that as an example. I definitely know that. Because here's the thing, truth teller. You got some cats who grossing $1 million, but they in debt. And see, that's the thing. People, that's what people really don't want to get in the nitty gritty of. That I was taught by my man D-Raj. You can make fucking. Let's do realistic numbers. You know what I'm saying? You can make $100,000 a year, but if you fucking got $60,000 in debt, what are you really making? You know what I'm saying? This is why debt is so important for me to get rid of my debt. You know what I'm saying? Because net worth, when you look at net worth, that includes your debt. Would I ever team? I don't think so. I don't think so. I got into the game. I'm burnt out. What is y'all burnt out from? What is you talking about? Let me tell you what I'm burnt out from. I was burnt out from working 14-hour shift warehouse jobs, making $12 an hour just to bring home $700 every 2 weeks and having just enough money to be broke. What the fuck is you talking about? Y'all, what is y'all burnt out from, dog? I tell you what, if you burnt out from trucking, walk down the street to your nearest Chick-fil-A, your McDonald's, your Burger King, and go work there. And then tell me what burnt out is. I don't know what y'all talking about, burnt out. Please, man. Y'all niggas some pussies if you talking about some burnt out. Y'all must not have been raised in the struggle. And been raised, man, please, not knowing where your next check come from. And man, listen. Burnt out. We can't afford to get burnt out, baby. How do you make videos and edit, or do you really need to edit? I use iMovie for all my edits. He ain't making no money. Explain, Petty Gang. You want to be independent. Yeah, independent from a company? You mean as an owner-operator? Then yeah. Yo, I'm late, but I'm in the building. What's going on, William? They ain't making no money. I'm thinking about going back to the factory, to be honest. Hey, man. Hey, Jason, head that. Hey, do your thing, dog. I ain't knocking it, but if a damn show ain't for me, you go right ahead to that factory, baby, and I will deliver your load on time, probably early. All I want to be comfortable. That's all bills handled so I can take them trips too, you feel me? I don't want to be comfortable, man. Comfortable to me is complacency. It's just a thin line. I want to be more than enough. I want to be able to take a trip and still take 3 weeks off after the trip. You know what I'm saying? I was burnt out of living check to check. Facts. Sorry to steal your shit, guilty. But facts. Burnt out living. Nigga, I was burnt out living unemployment check to unemployment check. What you talking about? I was burnt out from giving plasma. Fuck is you talking about? I was burnt out from temp services. Trucking will never burn me out. All this money up in this industry. Please. If I was like 40-something, 50-something, and I'd have been in trucking for 20 years, 30 years, then I could kind of understand that. But 2.5 years in, let's see. Go to bed, boy. You know you got to be in the truck in a minute. Chris P. Okay, I guess that's supposed to be a joke, but it's all good. Yep, big old fat twats. Jonesy in the chat. What's going on, Joan? Burnt out, man. Hey, look, somebody gonna walk up to me and say burnt out. I'm gonna give them the rock bottom. What you talking about? Shit. No money. U.S. Foods is burning my ass out. Real talk. That's because you touching them boxes. That's a different type of burnt out. You for sure burnt out touching them boxes. Yeah, hey, I'm gonna need you gonna get you. I don't know how much experience you got, but I'm gonna need you gonna get a nice LTL job where you might touch boxes every now and then, but not as much as them. Nah, U.S. Foods, I for sure would be burnt out because that shit just like warehouse work. That shit is like warehouse work. Trucking isn't for everyone, but I'm a trucker for life. Trucking isn't for everyone, but man, y'all make trucking seem like rocket science, man. What is y'all talking about? What was y'all doing before trucking? That trucking is so hard to y'all. Somebody please explain this shit to me, man. Y'all making trucking seem like this some PhD shit. Man, all you got to do is drive the truck. What? Man, y'all can't come from struggle, dog. Ain't no way. Ain't no cap. Y'all different breed from me. Burnt out. I can't get burnt out from a career, because this is a career. I can't get burnt out from a career that changes the entire way that my life works. You understand? You understand that this shit was able to put me on a whole nother just way I look at things, the way I think. the people I've come in contact with, this joint trucking birthed my wife's babysitting service because I was making enough money to where she could stay home, and she being the hustler that she is, she started a babysitting service. Now she making fucking bank ass money. I'm like, let me hold something. Come on, burnt out, man. Y'all tripping. What up, fam? Just got off work. Local job. Nah, I mean, Army and shit. Okay. Any motherfucker that say they burnt out ain't making no bread. Any motherfucker that say they burnt out ain't got no plans, ain't got no aspirations. They need somebody to hold their motherfucking hand. Burnt out. You need some motivation, but please. I ain't got no choice but to be motivated. Trucking ain't for everybody. Yeah, I guess not. I was burnt out at Stevens. Hey, man, I ain't touching that one. Trucking is bad for your health. What? What trucking you doing? Man, let me explain to you with this health shit, man. Some of y'all had bad health long before you got in the truck. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't blame trucking for your 20 plus years of bad eating habits. It's plenty of people in these trucks that are healthier than people back home. So when I see people talk about that, oh, trucking is no, man. People were already unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? The only thing with trucking is that just there's no pressure to be healthier because you go to all these truck stops and these truck stops still have these truck stops have all this unhealthy food, but it's a choice, man. Ain't nobody telling you to drive for 11 hours and then go eat a goddamn iron skillet. You know what I mean? You can stop every 2-3 hours and walk around your truck for 15 minutes. I'm not with the whole trucking messes up your health. I disagree with that, man, because a lot of people come into trucking unhealthy. Why do you think they do the DOT physical? Because all these unhealthy motherfuckers trying to get in the door. Come on, man. I ain't with that. I ain't with that. I think that's an excuse. I think that people come in trucking, they gain all that weight, and then they're like, oh, man, it's because I was in the truck. I get, man, fuck out of here. I know cats losing weight in the truck. What you talking about? Out here eating fruits, vegetables, drinking water all day, losing weight in the truck, driving all day. So I ain't trying to hear that. Don't blame the industry for your bad eating habits and your bad mentality when it comes to food, because I'm damn sure not. Especially if you local. You gonna make the time to do whatever you want to do. Trucker J, you got highly offended. You was complaining about get up at, yeah, who wants to get up at 5 a.m., dog? What are you talking about? I'm going to do it, but that don't mean I want to. Let me go read back some of these older comments. Goodness gracious, y'all is coming in here. How much charge I got left on my battery? Ooh, 22%. All right, we probably got another 5-10 minutes left up here. So let me try to scroll through some of these joints. Let's see. To be honest, I'm tempted to even go back to McDonald's. Not even joking. Hey, Jason, well, I tell you what, man. You carry your ass back to McDonald's. And next time I come through there, I don't even eat at McDonald's. But I'm going to come just to see you. Let me get a McDouble with mac sauce, with a large fry, with a 10-piece nugget. No, I'm just joking. Hey, man, if that's what you want to do, dog, hey, go do your thing. But I'm going to stay and get this trucking money. What's going on, Miss Pearl? Trucking can mess up your health. I was 130 pounds. Now I'm 160. Well, how about you stop eating bad shit and drink water? Oh, it's just that simple. You know what the fuck? Being broke is bad. If you got that shit right, being broke is horrible for my health. Yo, Jay, would you go back to being an OTR trainer? If I had to, that would not be a first option. That would be like a backup plan. If if for whatever reason NBI fired me, knock on wood, and I couldn't get any other local job or any other gig I want, I would go back doing it just because I know I can make the money doing it. I'm not 100% against it. Yeah, just drive, yo. I'm behind on these. I take scroll all the way back up to the. Okay, we just gonna go from here. All right, everything is alright. I'm no complaints. Yeah, food service will definitely. Food service will have you out here looking like goddamn Triple H. You know what I'm saying? Food service had you out here looking like Julio Jones. Yo, food service, y'all get a salute to the food. I could not do it, man. I could not. Cisco, U.S. Food, Super Value, Reinhardt, U.S. Food, all them joints, man. I couldn't do it, man. Well, I ain't gonna say I couldn't. You never say what you couldn't do unless you got no choice or whatever. But I would, man, I would. If I woke up and I was sitting in orientation at a food service job, I'd start crying, dog. I'd be 100% honest with you. Cause that's, I mean, you guys are, y'all, man. Cause I did it at Walmart. So I already know, man. Back brace. You gotta bring like 3 shirts to work because you're gonna sweat through them joints. You gotta bring like 3 gallons of water. Man, stop. You gotta wear 2 pairs of socks if you got on steel toes. Man, you better. I used to have to go to Walmart with like a whole extra outfit, drawers and everything. Because I would just sweat, dog, in the back of a container. Man, I salute y'all, man, for real. I salute y'all, real talk. And y'all getting that bread, though. Y'all for sure getting that bread. But y'all earning it, man. Good God, y'all earning it. I almost did some shit like that through Swift on a Family Dollar account. And I thought about that thing, man. I said, nah. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I ain't scared to touch freight. I just don't want to. If I had to, like if it came down to either I touch freight or my family starve, I'm gonna throw the fuck out some boxes. But if as long as I have a choice in the matter, fuck no. Absolutely not. No. Sorry. Call me what you want. I don't give a fuck. I did intermodal. Intermodal was cool until the eat-alls came. Because a lot of when I say intermodal, I'm talking about the port containers. You might be talking about the rail. I never did the rail, but I did the containers in the port. The thing that got me with the port was like all the companies over there were so used to their drivers being able to run illegal. They did not. I felt like they did not know how to dispatch legally. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. I could be biased, but so that's why I left the port. I couldn't go back to the port. The real money in the port is in ownership. It's not in the company. To get the extra money to touch the freight, would you? No, you missed it. I wouldn't even do the. I wouldn't even apply to the job. So it wouldn't even be. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only way I would do that is if I had no other choice. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, but you know that's just. But as long as I have a choice, as far as another trucking job, man, me. I can't speak for nobody else. I can't, everybody. I know some people that swear by it. I know cats at Cisco. I got a cousin down in Cisco down in Atlanta and killing it. Killing it. You know what I mean? But I got a friend down in Florida. She touching boxes. I don't know who she worked for, but she killing it. And like it. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. Sorry. Exactly, Chris. It's too much money in not having to touch boxes for me to choose to touch boxes. That is 100% correct. That's where I'm at with it. It's so much money out here and not touching boxes for me to want to choose touch boxes. Let's see. Give me some advice, y'all. I got 1 year experience. Where the money at? Food service. Nah, but real talk though. With 1 year experience, that's mainly where the most money at is for you, unless you want to stay OTR. Now, if you want to stay OTR, then you probably can go to a smaller mom and pop OTR regional company, and they'll probably pay you more cents per mile because you're over that year threshold. But as far as my knowledge goes, um, if you want to come local and make good money, you need 2 years to not touch boxes. But if you want to touch boxes, um, you can haul saying, oh, you talking about the oil field joint? Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that oil field joint, man. They out there running crazy. I don't even know if I'm built for it, and that's not even a shot. That's me showing respect to because I didn't realize that like them oil field, and I don't think they tell you that too, because there's only a couple of YouTubers that talk about it. Yo, that oil field, yo, them cats run. You understand me? You talking about burnt out and no sleep? They run. You know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people realize that, but you gotta understand, man. Whenever in trucking, whenever you have a trucking gig that's paying a lot more than the next gig, 9 times out of 10, there's something that you have to do with that gig that is not average. You know what I'm saying? Trucking companies ain't just throwing money at for anything. Like what I do, I haul ash. Everybody can't deal with this shit out here in the landfill and driving through mud and getting stuck and getting dirty and all that stuff. Everybody in can't handle that. Which is why I probably make a little bit more than the average local driver because of the stuff I deal with. But like if you're thinking that you about to just do some drop and hook shit and not touch no freight and I got a truck with an APU, they have no reason to pay you more than regular pay. But if you out here and you doing some extra stuff, that's why food service makes as much as they do. That's why people who are tarping loads or doing any type of extra work get paid more. That's just the reality of it. I'm not going to pay you $100,000 to do drop and hooks all day. I wouldn't personally. Yeah, I run 32 hours at a time. Exactly. And everybody isn't built for that. Which is why oil field drivers make what they make. They running, man. That's how it was at the port. Without e-logs, shit. You home, but you ain't home. And no port drivers, man, shoot, might go 24 hours. Might go 24 hours, man. But see, everybody ain't putting this information out there, man. All cats is telling you is how much they make, but they not telling you the full story. You go out there and you out there get hit like whoa, that reality hits you. Like, oh, I gotta do this and this and this and that. And you know what I mean? Yeah, think about it, people. They not just gonna throw this money at you for nothing. It's something that you doing that you getting paid that much more, especially with in the trucking industry. You know, this is appreciate that, Jason. Yeah, like I said, the money is great, Josh. So yeah, so check out Josh's channel. Josh, can I subscribe to you from up here? Nope, I can't. I'm gonna try to check you out, Josh. I'll tell it how it is. How about food service on my channel? Okay. So y'all see these guys? You see these guys posting their channels, man. If you want more information about what they do, there you go. Networking. That's what I'm all about. Bringing people together, baby. The old Jay used to be about beef and subliminals and shit. The new Jay, we all on some bringing people together. Jay, you taking any vacations before the summer is out? Nah, like I said, this weekend coming up, man. We gonna do a little mini family getaway. Probably go see Universal Circus, go to Ocean Breeze, Motor World, and whatever. In October, no, excuse me, in August, we're going to Ocean City, Maryland for her side family reunion. So go down there, chill for like a weekend. And then in October, me and my homeboys are going out to Charlotte to the NHRA, the 4-lane drag strip. Oh, I can't fucking wait. Top end, boy. Woo! Yeah, give me some earmuffs. I love that shit, boy. I went for the first time a couple months ago in Dinwiddie. Man, that shit was great. Funny car. They had the bikes out there. They had the top end. It's that stuff there, man. Woo-wee. Damn, Jay, you look buzzed. Really, dog? For real? Off of half a cup, dog? Relax. So, but yeah, yo, check this. I've been up here now. Goodness gracious, I've been up here. 81, what's 81 minutes? What's that, an hour and 21 minutes? Yeah, it's time to, because, what is Sweetie saying? They love their race car stuff. Yeah, buddy. That race car, I'm telling you, man, that shit cool. Go out there, drink all day, watch cars go fast. Are you still going to try and work with D-Raj? I don't know, which is why, like I said, I'm not even sweating. I'm just glistening. This is why I'm being patient, because that is still an option on the table. I don't know. I know, at least I'm hoping to make a move in 2019. I don't know if it's going to be the beginning of 2019, the middle of 2019, or the end of 2019. But I'm just trying to put myself in a position that no matter what I do, I'm prepared. I got emergency funds and all that things to that nature. So that is a possibility that I won't even go get my own situation. I'll go help him build his and maybe play an executive type role. I don't know. Good question. Somebody else asked me, son, Trucker J, you can toss boxes I saw when you picked that big ass rock up over your shoulder. Hey, man, woo, that was a long time ago, man. Long time ago. But yeah, like I said, man, I'm finna get up off here. I'm local, so I ain't got a lot of time. I gotta go to work in like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? But all jokes to the left, man. I appreciate y'all coming in here. We stayed above like 50, 60 for like an hour and some change. I ain't even really know that y'all fuck with me like that, but I greatly appreciate it, man. I'm gonna try to do live feeds like this more often. Definitely at least once a week. As always, man, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God Family Trucking, man. Appreciate the conversation. Go.